that? Oh God, I'm gonna die. I gotta get this on camera. No. Hey everybody, welcome to the Marino Show. I'm your host, David Marino, and today I'm excited to have my guest. I'm speaking with Jmar Martinez. He has his own clothing line called High Demand, but he does a lot of other things. He's based in New Jersey. And again, Jesus, I'm so happy to have you. I know you go by Jmar or Mr. High Demand. Thank you for being on my show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man. The pleasure's all mine.
First of all, I've looked at your website and looked at your Instagram and Facebook, and your designs are really creative. Tell me how you started your clothing line and what exactly is the message behind it.
Well, I always been into fashion like my whole life. Love sneakers. I'm a sneaker addict. I love to dress. So, I mean, that's always been the spark behind, and then during COVID, I just decided, you know what, let's do it. So, my son and his friends were messing around with the names and stuff like that, and they came up with High Demand, and I just basically bought it off of them because they weren't doing nothing with it. So I said, you know what? I love it. I think we could take this to the next level. We take it to the next level. You guys are with me. So they decided to sell it to me, and I've just took it off from there. And a lot of people go, it's really not the high demand that people think. A lot of people mistake it for, getting high and all that. It's not that. It's just everything is in high demand. Like what a perfect name for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically the name behind the clothing brand and all that stuff. And like I said, since I was small, I love to dress, and I feel like you know the fashion has gone downhill so I feel like I could bring some new ideas and affordable clothing, but great material. You know what I'm saying? Top of the line material, but affordable for people. And I feel like it could change the game right now. I haven't got any negative feedback yet. So it's been great. It's been a great journey since 2022.
So tell me, if I didn't know anything about your clothing line, how would you describe it to me?
It's basically oversized print on like anything that anything fashion that you would like the ideas come to me. I sit around, I smoke, and the ideas come to me. So like it could be, my staple is really the astronaut. So if you see High Demand, the astronaut's always behind that, you know what I'm saying? But I come out with a whole bunch of different designs. Like this is like my 420 design here. So it's got 420's most wanted with all the different type of strains. um, I got stuff for like Puerto Ricans, like the Taino Indian. I have like the Scarface at the phone booth scene, that famous scene off of Scarface, and like a different type of design. So it's really nothing that you know I think it's for the people, basically. That's the best I could describe it. Uh, you know, I'm like I said, I haven't gotten any negative feedback, and I take ideas from like my partner, which is my fiance, and then like I said, I listen to feedback and stuff like that, and then I just put my own ideas together and come out with you know, the product.
What has it been like? You said you started in COVID. What has it been like having this creative outlet? Because clearly you said you've always loved creating, you've always loved coming up with designs. But just as a human being, what does it mean to you to have this creative outlet? Like, how has it kept you going? Maybe in times when things were hard or, even when they weren't, because I know for me, doing this show, even like outside of my regular job, it's kind of helps me with, when I'm having a down day or I'm not having the best time. The creative part always evens out my life. What about for you?
Same here, man. Listen, this is one thing I tell people: the fashion game is a real slow game. So there's times where you're doubting yourself, and you're just like, damn, should I stop? Should I stop doing this? Because it's really slow money. But then you get these people that constantly give you not praise, but they're like, wow, look at this, what you created. Um, a lot of the energy comes from me being at events and catching the athletes' eyes and the artist's eyes, and you know handing them the piece, and they're just like, wow, doing a video for me, promoting it, supporting, and genuine, like I could mention, like, I was at the Roots picnic last year, handed out shirts, and people could easily, especially artists, you know how they are, they could easily throw that away. I've seen after where people are genuinely wearing it, like days after they carried it through the whole event and wore it after. You know what I'm saying? So it's genuine, and that type of stuff keeps me going a lot. Like great feedback, and people's eyes when they see the finished product. That keeps me going.
So you have your clothing online, right? Where can people find it if they're looking for a way to order or to just check out your actual clothing line?
On Instagram, I am High Demand 2022. Online, we got www.highdemandclothingcompany.com. Um, I'm still updating the website, but if there's anything on there that you see you like, you can order. And I offer the fastest turnaround in the game. I really pride myself in that. Less than 2 week turnaround, sometimes 5 days, depending on if it's ordered on a Monday, by Friday you should have your product at least finished and ready to ship. You know what I'm saying? That's my big thing, because like I said, I love clothes and stuff like that, and I support a lot of people, a lot of independent clothing companies, all that. But one of the big downfalls is that you're not getting your product for months sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ordered something last year, April, and I just got it maybe a month ago. No lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just things like that help me try to, offer a better turnaround time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you could hit me up personally on IG if you see something on the website and it ain't letting you grab it, or if you seen something on my vice versa. If you seen something on Instagram that's not on the website, you could just message me personally and I'll take care of it for you. So anything over $100 is free shipping. And like I said, my stuff is like the best quality at affordable prices. My t-shirts are $45 right now, which for what I offer, it's at least 90 to 100. I've paid 225 for a t-shirt, brother. Seriously, I'm not gonna mention the company, but I've paid 225 for a company t-shirt that's not even Polo or nothing like that. It's an independent company. So, like, that's another thing that I just want to make it affordable for people. People, people are going through hard times all the time. They can't really spend that $100, 200 on a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? So I pride myself in that as well. Top quality, affordable prices. My tees are 45. My hoodies are 65. You can't beat it. So,
What helps though with your clothing line is that you're also involved in other areas of entertainment, right? So tell me like how you actually help promote your clothing line through the other things that you do, because before we started the interview you were telling me about comedy shows, other entertainment avenues. So what is your world like when it comes to the different areas that you're involved in?
all right. So I work for the best local in the whole state. Local 8, IATSE Local 8. You see it on the end of every movie. You see the our symbol on there. We have everything to do with movies, shows, concerts. We build it all. We're like the people behind the scenes. We make the stars shine. Point blank. So that's one of my main avenues. That's how I started. Like, I work a gig. If I'm doing the show, I'm trying to mingle with the artists, not really annoying them, because I still got to be professional, and I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's been luckily that it's been pretty easy, since I'm like very close to like the stage and stuff like that. I just get their attention, say, hey, listen, I got merch for you. What do you think? They give me their feedback, do interviews for me and stuff like that. So that's been very, very helpful. And then I also am involved with 495 Comedy. We do comedy shows all over the tri-state. We do shows in Florida, actually Houston, Texas. We've done shows. So that also helps me, like, promote. And when I'm at a show, I always have a table with like my merch and stuff, and there's people constantly seeing it. Also, I want to give a shout out to, I don't know if you know who it is, you probably do. He's really big on the internet, the puppet Joselito. He's actually one of my like I'm one of his sponsors to his tour, which he's all over the world right now doing comedy shows. And you see Hide the Man right on the front of his stage, my logo. So, so stuff like that, you got to pay to play, man. Sometimes, I do a lot of charities, feed the needy, stuff like that. And then just people just notice from the grind, seeing me constantly. Because that's how you got to make things happen. You got to be in people's face all the time, so they could see you and remember you. Because if not, it ain't gonna work. I also had a storefront that I'm actually recently let go because it's I've gotten people so used to me. I used to do it out my trunk. You know what I'm saying? I had fuck my everything in the boxes in the back, in the trunk, everywhere, and I would pull up to places or pull up to people and say, "Listen, I'm here, free delivery. Let's go." And people got used to it. So then I got the storefront, and nobody was coming to the store. I was still doing the same thing. Like I couldn't be at the store because I'm always involved in something else. Like I was telling you with the comedy, with my work, with my actual work, and then I was still pulling up to people's houses. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna spend money on a store where I'm not never there. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, constantly hustling, man. That's what you got to do to get noticed.
Well, that was what I was going to say. For people that just think about getting into business or they want to get their product out there, you're a testament to the fact that you really do have to work hard and really hustle to get your name out there because you're independent. And, what would you say to somebody who is trying to, whether it's clothing or really anything, especially in the entertainment world? What would your advice be to them if they're looking to get their name out there?
Listen, hustle, 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 and when you're doubting yourself, that's when you got to go even more harder. When you're doubting it, thinking it ain't gonna work, if you're not putting in that work, it isn't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So it's been times. I'm gonna give you two aspects: the clothing and the comedy. The comedy, I've went from packed rooms when I first started before I joined the 495 because I used to do it by myself. It was called Jmar Productions, and I would go from a packed room. I'm talking about you can't see the floor type stuff packed to the next show I would have 20 people show up. It's very inconsistent, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta stick with it. And eventually things will go. And with the clothing, they told me this and I learned the hard way, man, because I didn't believe it at first. They say if you're not willing to lose money for the first 3 to 5 years, don't get into a business. And I'm not trying to discourage people, but again, you gotta pay to play. You can make money off of it. It could be it's definitely a slow process. There's months where you're killing it. You're making a couple thousand off of it, and then there's the next month you might make 100 or 200. You know what I mean? But never stop. Keep hustling, and just be ready, like I said, to put the work and the money into it. Once you get that over that hump, that I'm at my 3 year now, right? And I'm starting to see, like, like I make profit off of this, but again, I spend it as well into promotions and things like that because I want to get it furthered. I want this to be as big as Polo and stuff like that. Because like I said, I think it's got the potential to be the name, everything. So I ain't gonna stop.
How has your clothing line grown in the past 3 years since you started?
Oh man, it's been wonderful, man. A big growth from hardly. I would get like one like, two likes. Now people are sharing my stuff. I got brand ambassadors that are just showing me love off of the strength. I'm not even, I got people just showing me love, man, wearing it. It's constantly in the big stages too, man. Like my guy, he's one of my brand ambassadors, big name, DJ Alamo. I don't know if you know him. He's all over the world, international DJ. He is one of my big supporters, brand ambassador, constantly supporting high demand. I also got this kid out of Philly, DJ Crazy 215. He is the creator of the Shake That movement. It's like Shake That Music. It's like this thing that the young guys are doing all over TikTok, everything. And he's really big on that. He's another big supporter. I call him my brand ambassador as well because he's constantly repping high demand. So, and like I said, Joselito, a bunch of people like, and then not even that. Listen, everybody's a star in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? From the regular person down to the MC. Or the artist, singer, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? If you support and hide the man, listen, I'm treating all you guys the same. Like I take pictures of everybody. I post pictures of the regulars just as well as the stars. To me, it makes me all happy. You know what I'm saying? No matter who's buying it, as long as people are buying it and people are loving it. That's just the main goal. I see myself actually taking this to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And that's very exciting for me, and it keeps me going. Matter of fact, probably when I get off with you, I'll probably pull out another design tonight.
What inspires you to create your designs? You mentioned astronaut. What are some other things that you think of when you're putting a design together? Is there something you haven't done yet or a line that you'd like to do in your designs that you're looking to do in the future?
Yeah, there's definitely stuff that I would like to do, and I got like ideas put aside. I just haven't gotten to them yet. Like I want to do like a legends line where like my favorite boxer growing up, Tito Trinidad. I have an in with him, matter of fact, too. Somebody that's a current boxer right now, Salcerito, out of Puerto Rico. Really nice boxer, man. He's up there climbing up too. And he actually liked one of my designs, and he's really good friends with Tito. So that's like I'm giving him a shirt to give to Tito next time he goes to Puerto Rico. So that's gonna be like phenomenal. I can't wait for him to do a video for me with the Taino Indian on the front, because he's gonna love that one. But yeah, man, that's basically what it is, man. Trying to get it out there to the whole wide world, brother.
And what's cool is that with fashion, I mean, it really does go all over the world. Like one person buys it, they're wearing it in another country, they're wearing it in your neighborhood. Have you seen people in your own hood wearing like your stuff?
Dude, all over. I seen it in Africa. It's in Puerto Rico. Um, like Texas, Rhode Island, all over, man. I got people all over Florida, people wearing it everywhere. And it's a phenomenal feeling. It's great for people to be giving me this great feedback, seriously. But yeah, so going back to that stuff, like we just had the drones out here in New Jersey. You heard about that? I did an Aliens of New Jersey shirt. You know what I'm saying? So like stuff like that, things come to mind, and I just do them, man. There's nothing like no blueprint to it, other than the astronaut. There's really no blueprint to the thing. Whatever basically comes to mind. I got a King Kong on top of the building of New York. I got a Eagles theme one. I don't know if you've seen that one. That's one of my recent ones as well. I got stuff like I got a bunch of different Jesus pieces, because I'm real, I got a great relationship with God, and I ain't scared to do shirts like that. You know what I'm saying? So again, I got the 420 one. I got things for everybody, brother. Females, dogs, whatever, babies, everything. Yeah, nah, seriously, I'm dead serious. We try to take over the world right now, brother.
So, do you have a support system there, or how do you do this on your own? Because I know it's hard, being an independent, but how do you kind of, get all your stuff distributed and, shared everywhere?
Yeah, me and the fiance, man. That's all it comes down to. Like from grind, our paychecks. We use our paychecks to do this straight up. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it and lie and say I gotta, no, it's off the sweat, man. Sorry about that, but it's off the sweat. That's what we do it with. I'll take a paycheck. I'll do a drop off of that. Like I got manufacturers in. I've done stuff in Pakistan, which was very scary because you send your money over there, they could just keep it and not give you nothing, And what am I gonna do? Go to Pakistan to get the money? No, that's not happening. It's gonna cost me more to get over there. But and then I got a manufacturer out here in New Jersey for the stuff that I can't get here in New Jersey. I send it over to Pakistan. Like my sweatsuits. I don't know if you've seen the Star sweatsuit that I got on there. That was done in Pakistan, 600 GSM. It's like top quality. Like you can't mess that hoodie or pants up at all, no matter what you do. It's so heavy, and it's stress embroidered. I do everything DTG or silk screen. I don't do none of that pressed on stuff because my motto is I don't want a one-time customer. I want a forever customer. Somebody that's gonna keep buying off of me because they know the quality is phenomenal. Not you've seen it. You've bought these shirts where you wash it 2 times and it's already peeling, and nah, mine's is embedded inside the material. That's one of my big things, that I do not want a one-time customer. I want repeat customers, basically like a little fan.
And it's so important, like what you're saying, because there's certain artists that I like, musicians, and their merchandise is cheap, and you buy it, and it's like peeling off after a few washes. And I mean, that's if you're investing your money into something or someone that you like, whether it's a designer or an artist, you want that to be quality. So you remember when it's not, and then you're apprehensive to buy their stuff again. I mean, you probably dealt with it too, right?
Definitely. Listen, I don't know what it is. I don't think that the artists have a say in that, because if they did, I don't think they would be doing that, because again, coming from where I come from, I do the load ins and stuff like that for the artists, and we're taking merch off of the truck and everything is Gildan. Gildan is the worst. I mean, you could get good Gildan, but they're getting that wash once is gonna shrink, wash twice, whatever's on there is gonna peel off. And it's just like it's gonna sell though, because it's at the concerts. The people are like, let's get it. And these shirts are 100 and something dollars, too. You know it. You see it. The concert shirts are ridiculously priced, and they do not last long. So maybe, listen, that was great that we're having this interview, because maybe that's an avenue I'll go by too. Start hitting these artists up and tell them, look, you want good quality, you're selling it at an expensive price. You should be getting good quality that'll last for these fans, not a one-time thing. Because I got shirts that are ruined right now because they give us shirts when we do the shows. We all get shirts, like crew shirts and stuff like that. And them things are demolished after like 2 washes. It's horrible.
What has been, I guess, maybe one of the most complimentary things you've heard, or something that's inspired you from somebody who's bought your clothing or they've seen your clothing? Is there something that stands out, or a customer that stands out to you that has just kind of given you like a great kind of either review or a memory that you have?
It's all my customers, like I even save them. I screenshot a lot of the comments as I go. I feed off of that. Like, I want to give you the shirt, and I'm like waiting for your response. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask nobody to comment or nothing, but people text me like, "Yo, this is all fire emojis," or "This quality is insane." That type of stuff gets me so happy. Like, and then tomorrow, actually, I have an interview with this company that I guess they take you to the next level. I can't really explain it until I go in there tomorrow. They have a proposal for me and everything. Like, they're offering me a green room for photo shoots, um, to boost because that's my downfall right now. The internet. I'm so bad with, like, getting that, cracking that internet algorithm code, and they're gonna help me. So I got a meeting with them tomorrow, and they reached out to me because they felt like the clothing brand can be up there with the top brands. That's how they basically reached out to me. So that was very like that's a big thing that I took like, and it inspired me even more that a company's actually reaching out to me and saying, look, I think this got what it takes from the name to the prints, everything, all the designs, everything. They love it all. So
I'm a big believer in manifesting what you want by saying it. So, where do you want to see your clothing brand go, and what else do you want to do in the future, whether it's clothing or whatever it is? Where do you want to see all of this going for yourself and your family, your fiance?
I want this is basically, man, I'm older now, yeah, I'll probably get to enjoy some of the fruits of the labor, but I'm trying to leave something behind. You know what I'm saying? For my son, my stepsons, the rest of my family, my fiance, everything. When I'm gone, they can have something, to help them out. They ain't gotta work so crazy like I did when I was younger. So, I mean, man, I see this thing within the next year or two actually blowing up. I need the right person to see it. That's all it is. The right person with that may want to invest, or because I'm willing, like I said, nobody owns 100% of their company. I'm not greedy with it. If there's somebody that can take me over the top, we could talk percentages. You know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely see it blowing up, man. 100%. I see it blowing up. I've, like I said, from the feedback to like the artists, everybody, people that everybody matters, obviously, but people that know about the fashion game are telling me, like, you got something here. You definitely got something here. So I see it blowing up for real. I see it. I see it up there with Polo and everything. But at an affordable price. I will always keep it at an affordable price. I'm not trying to go crazy overboard and killing people's pockets because that's not how I would have wanted to shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be spending 200 and something dollars on t-shirts, but I have to. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fashion person. But I want to
Or
change
you
that
get,
for other people. You like my stuff,
or
it's
you,
gonna be affordable.
yeah, or you get to a point where you have, like with your own brand, you have the affordable, and then you have the more expensive stuff as well.
You can have
Yeah.
that luxury type brand, and then you can have the affordable. Same thing, maybe a little different in quality, but not much off. That's the goal. And also dressing more fighters. Like I forgot to tell you, I've dressed IFC fighters, not UFC, but right under UFC. I dressed one of their fighters. Um, Again, Beanie Siegel from Philly broke me on the internet at the Roots picnic last year. I gave him a shirt. He had a white T-shirt on. I give him my shirt. Um, we take a picture together or whatever, and then 10 minutes later, I got one of my coworkers saying, "Yo, Beanie's on stage right now with your shirt, taking pictures with Nas and Ghostface." Don't forget www.highdemandclothingcompany.com, or you can hit me up on IG, message me. I'll take care of you.